Welcome to your Iron Man guide for Marvel Rivals. Iron Man is a damage dealing character who excels in his consistency of damage and who has options at every single range to be a threat. He really kind of decides to chip away at the enemy team and to take opportunities to deal crazy amounts of damage very quickly at the same time too, so the enemy's going to have to deal with him. Now, how he does this is based primarily around his basic attack, which actually has no damage drop-off. Yes, no damage drop-off at any range, so he's always dealing consistent damage. He also has splash damage on this attack, which allows him to be consistently adding damage, even if he's not directly hitting. This also allows him to really soften up an entire enemy team if they're all together too. One of the skills you'll need to develop with Iron Man is of course leading your targets and tracking well. Most characters in this game can benefit from this, but you're going to see your production with Iron Man go way up when you start getting used to this, because you'll just be consistently dealing damage. Now for his abilities, he's got the Hyperdrive mode, which is going to give him a damage buff across the board, and again, he's not losing damage consistency no matter how far he is. He also has an opportunity to use his missiles. The missiles are going to go in the general direction that you're aiming, but it's going to be a scattered pattern. So you'll never know exactly what it's going to look like, but it will deal damage to an entire area, and that's the useful part of it. He also has a boost ability that puts him into a high maneuverability mode. This is really good for getting him into really key spots to deal big damage, or to get him out of, we'll say, tactical errors. But this sets him apart and gives him maneuverability in the air. He's also got the missiles from this mode as well. Now, moving on, we're going to talk about his other damage dealing ability, the Unibeam. The Unibeam is his go-to 1v1 tool, and it's also his go-to tool when fighting against airborne units, flyers or swinging Spider-Mans, all of that kind of stuff. When you start using the Unibeam on someone, they're going to have to make a decision. They have to deal with it. Either they need to get away from it, they need to use some ability to protect themselves, or they've got to kill you. They have to do something because of the damage output. Speaking of damage output, let's talk about the ultimate. The ultimate is a giant blast. It is the thing that everybody knows Iron Man for when they get into a game, because half their team just evaporates. I find that it's best to use this ultimate on the back line. A lot of tanks have abilities to mitigate the damage of this or to altogether negate it. So if you're able to use it on the healing in the back or the damage dealers in the back, you're going to notice so much more success than just trying to do it in front of the enemy team. Once you get comfortable with Iron Man's tools, you'll understand when you can push with him, when you can be a little bit more aggressive, and when you need to kind of play it with your team. He's really good at cleaning up, also starting fights very well, and annoying the enemy team the entire match. I think he's a really good character for beginners, so if you are new to Marvel Rivals, I highly recommend trying him out a little bit. He's very consistent with his damage dealing, and I think that's very helpful. If you enjoyed this video, I would greatly appreciate it if you would support it by leaving a like or sharing it with someone that you think would enjoy it. I hope you're enjoying Marvel Rivals even half as much as I am. I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching.